Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a video on how to highlight and contour. So today I'm going to be using cream and powder products for contouring and highlighting, just so you guys can get a full real view. I feel like sometimes when you contour with powder, you can't really see it. It's not as intense. And I am going to be cream contouring on my channel, so I figured why not just incorporate the two, and that way you guys can see on how to really highlight and contour. And if you don't want to do it this intense, then you can just do it with powder, but at least you know what to do and the basics. So jumping right in, we're going to start with a facial rehydrating mist from Benefit. This is the Ultra Radiance one. I'm not sure if they make this anymore, but we're just going to go ahead and spritz this all over the face and jump into primer. I have no idea what primer I use because I didn't film it, so sorry about that. Going right into foundation, I'm taking the L'Oreal Lumi Cushion, and I noticed after I applied this all over my face that it was a little too light, but that's okay because we can always warm it up with some bronzer. So after making sure I have a nice even layer down on my face, I'm going to pick up a buffing brush and press and buff that into the skin, making everything nice and smooth and a perfect canvas for the rest of our makeup. Also, I decided I'm not going to be showing the brushes since you can see them, and I will list them in the bottom bar below. I just want you to work with what you've got, and you definitely don't have to use every single brush that I use. But like I said, they will be in the bottom bar in case you're interested in what kind of brush to use. So today for my cream product, I'm going to be using the Makeup Forever Flash Palette. This is the more neutral one, and picking up the lightest shade in there with a flat foundation brush. I am going to just be applying this everywhere that I want to highlight. Basically, what you're doing when you're highlighting and contouring is kind of mocking shadows, and you're basically creating light and creating shadow to kind of create your face shape and accentuate your features like your cheekbones and any other kind of area that you would want to either shrink or kind of mimic the look of a more structured face. So I'm going underneath the eyes to brighten the under eye area, and I'm also going down the sides of my nose, right down the middle of my nose, the middle of my forehead, basically everywhere in the center of the face where light will normally hit your face at first. I do kind of have a large forehead, so I like to shrink that bad boy down. And I'm doing kind of a soft contour on the cheeks. I don't really want to accentuate my cheekbones at such an extreme level, so I'm kind of going with my natural face shape. I'm just making everything a little bit brighter and more structured. So when you're going down here and drawing that line underneath your cheekbone, it's basically just going to accentuate your jawline but also lift your cheekbone. I didn't bring mine too up because like I said, I wanted to just do a soft contour today and kind of go with my natural shape. So now I'm picking up a darker shade. I do mix two, and I'm just going ahead and carving out my cheekbone. So as I mentioned, this is going to lift the cheekbone and give you the illusion of a more contoured and kind of shaped face rather than just my very round face. I tried contouring my nose, and to be honest with you, I really didn't like it. I do have a lot of freckles, and I kind of like them to show, so when I have something super full coverage, it just kind of looks a little weird on me. Plus, I don't think I'm the best at nose contouring, so I fixed it in the end, but you could totally skip this step. I just, again, wanted to show you guys how to do it in case you wanted to. Then I'm just going to pick up a beauty blender and blend it all out. Make sure your sponge or a beauty blender, whatever you're using, is damp. That's going to help all of the cream products melt into the skin and kind of look seamless and, you know, not so cake face, because the beauty blender is going to absorb a lot of that excess makeup up anyways. So just make sure you keep blending it all out and you have no harsh lines. Now picking up this cream highlighter from the makeup brand Revolution. This is their Ultra Strobe Balm in the shade Euphoria. As I just said, this is a cream highlighter. So I'm going to put this all over my face before I set it with powder. You can never, ever, ever do cream or liquid after powder. So before I go ahead and set my face with some powder, I am going to put on this cream highlight so that it is just a little bit more intense, and so it'll peek through even after I set it with powder. So now I'm picking up the Makeup Forever Super Loose Matte Powder, and I'm just dusting that all over the face and setting that cream. This is going to help the makeup really last all day, and plus it's going to be easier for you to highlight and contour with powder after you set it with some powder. So that way it's easier to blend on top of the cream. Then I'm picking up the Mercier Secret Brightening Powder and just going underneath the eye area since I didn't do concealer. If you'd like, you could do a concealer before you set your face with powder and then do this step. But I decided I didn't really need the concealer considering I did a layer of foundation and then I highlighted with the Flash palette that kind of acted as my concealer. So now I'm picking up the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit and just a NARS Ita brush. You can use anything to contour that you'd like. And I'm just mixing Havana and Espresso. And I'm going to carve out the cheekbones right where I did the bronze gel cream, whatever it is. The bronze cream where I contoured. I'm just going to go ahead with powder over that and kind of set it. Now I'm going to take the darkest shade in the palette, mix it with a little bit of the lightest, and blend out that contour and kind of warm up the skin so that way my highlight and contour is not so harsh and you can't see just lines on the face. You just want to make sure that you keep blending everything out so that way it looks a little bit more natural and it doesn't look like such a structured face. That's what's really going to help when you're contouring and highlighting with cream or powder, is really just blending everything together. That's really going to look the most natural, especially when you're working with very heavy products. Then I popped on a little bit of mascara and some lip gloss. And then after that, you are all done. And I didn't do any makeup just because I wanted you guys to really, really, really get a true representation of highlighting and contouring. So I didn't want to do too much. I just wanted you guys to get the gist of it. Then obviously you can add blush, bronzer, more highlight, powder highlight. You can obviously do your eyes. You can do a bold lip. You know, you can do whatever you want to do. I just kind of wanted to get the basics down. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, please, so you don't miss out on any goodness. And I will see you in my next video. Bye! See how to highlight and cream. Oh, if you want to... hair in my mouth. I don't even know if they make this anymore. You're unprepared and an idiot. Friggin' lose it. Oh shit. Oh no, just kidding. Oh my god, if I drop one more friggin' thing, oh duh, I have to mute that. Stop. Seriously?